You have a beautiful facility that sits there empty many nights, every weekend, except for during wrestling season. Rent it out. I said that for years, and people said, you can't do that. Why not? St. John's does, $500 a night, and try booking a place there. It's booked till next year. Same with the VFW American Legion. They rent out. I think most of the residents in this town would support that issue. And it doesn't necessarily have to be rented out to functions like weddings or parties or dances, but why not rent it out maybe a couple of nights a week to an art studio? No dance studios. But you can use it, okay? And I do think that that's a revenue that's not being touched on. I can kind of comprehend bringing your parks men over to your DPW. I can see where they can all work and do the same kind of thing. I don't see how recreation could ever fall underneath that. I was there when we hired the superintendent of recreation. There were certain criteria and qualifications and certifications that this town required when we were hiring him. And I'm going to tell you, there weren't a lot of people out there that had all of it. He did. That's why he was there, put there. If this is a personnel issue, I think it needs to be addressed as a personnel issue, okay? Rather than bringing the whole department into a chaotic situation, which they're already in. I'm telling you right now, they're all freaking out. Okay, we're ruffling feathers, and I don't even know if that's what your intention is, but I'm sure that's not what your intention is. Be careful. These people work really hard for the community. Most of them have been with us a long time and have done a fine job. Fine job. Again, if the issue is personnel, address that. Not the whole department. Your programs are one of the reasons why people purchase houses in this town. You have a pool that's falling apart. Please go see it. See what needs to be done there. More than just programs at the evening, which is a great idea, okay? But it would help if there were lights. Because when you have these evening programs, someone's going to have to pay for those lights to be on, okay? That's a cost that could be incurred if you had someone who was looking into what needs to really be done there. My suggestion is that you put together a committee of residents who go to the pool so that they're not pointing fingers at the way you're doing it or the way that the Recreation Commission is doing it, but they themselves, who experience the pool every day, can put input in, creative input, and maybe have a liaison from either yourselves or a township or from Recreation to oversee it. That would be a very strong suggestion I have, because that's another reason why people buy houses in Hanover. Okay? Which is a concern for me, because if I go to sell my house, I want to know that someone wants my house. Because our taxes don't set us apart anymore. Not like they used to. I mean, we're still doing okay, but it's not going to stay that way. We all know that. Okay? So these are just my suggestions. I wanted to throw it out there. I hope that you're willing to hear what I have to say. Anytime any of you want to pick my brain, you can give me a call. I just hope that you really put a lot of thought into this before you go ruffling a lot of feathers and changing things. Another concern I have is if you do take the whole department over there, I have a feeling that the person who I'm envisioning taking over this is not going to be able to handle the recreation part. And it will be a matter of time before whoever is in place there handling the recreation part will need an assistant at more cost to the community. So what kind of savings are we really going to incur when you look down the road to what these possibilities may bring? Thank you.
Wagner, thank
Yes.
you. I wondered if you would, if I could, you will be here for the public hearing. I wondered if you would do us the kindness of reducing your remarks to writing and submitting them to us, to the
Absolutely.
administrator, and then we'll have them for the record on the 4th.
I would appreciate that fact. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks
And
for
good luck
taking
next
time to
week.
come out on a snowy evening to
Yeah,
express
you know,
your
really, couldn't you guys
thoughts
plan the
and your
weather better?
ideas. We appreciate it.
It's okay. The
Hey,
roads
Tammy,
were really clear.
Just one other thing, you're not selling your house, because if you start that committee with the pool, you're gonna have to be on it, just so. So don't even worry about selling your house, okay?
You know what, I would be happy to sit on that committee, because I have done the research on it. As some of you know, that a few years ago, I went from town to town and investigated how they were doing their improvements on the pool. And I do have all the information on that. Although it's a little old, I still have it.
Great.
So if you do decide to do that, I'd be more than happy to sit on that committee.
Right, and thank you very much for bringing some positive ideas to this committee.
You're
That's
welcome.
very much appreciated.
Thank you.
Anyone from the public wishing to be heard? Yep. Nah. Seeing none, hearing none, have a motion to close the public session?
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second.
All in- We are adjourned. Thank you.